So day 4 today, we're going to be doing the same thing. It's pretty much the same stuff, but this time instead of, because if you look at the videos from yesterday and the day before, I'm there, and then when I want to get through the ball, I need to pop this left leg straighter sooner to shallow out the club, because I'm getting there and then straightening, probably about there. I want to straighten it more there. So we're going to work on that today. That's going to be the sole primary focus. It's just literally, I think I was watching some swings of the professionals. Now, yeah, it's a bit difficult to do that because you're not really sure what you're looking at. But in this instance, I was really looking at how they initiate the downswing. I was watching their swing in slow motion to see what is the move that initiates it, and when does this leg start straightening. And I see a lot of the legs start straightening around there on the downswing. So once they get down here, they just boom, snapping it. But what I also found was my move to initiate the swing seems to be this pull, and that pull seems to pull me ahead of the ball. Now what can I do? I need to find a new swing trigger that gets me to initiate the downswing without this move ahead of the ball. I don't want to keep my head dead still, because it never is going to stay dead still, but I don't want to do that or that. So I need to figure out today, snapping that left leg straighter at the right time, not there, must be more there, to shallow it out. That's going to help release the club with my body and my arms correctly, and probably stop that flip a little bit. But that swing trigger to trigger the downswing, it seems mine is like that. What can I do? Maybe, I was watching them on the pros, and a lot of them look like there's a little lean. It's almost like the lower body initiates it. Probably has always been like that. It probably is a common thing, and my brain knows what I want to do, but the body needs to cooperate. So my body is not cooperating with what I want to do, because I have to train it and drill it into my mind. Now, how do I get from there and then hit the ball and keep the head back instead of rocking forward like that? Because my tendency is to do that. I need a new concept, a new swing trigger. So I'm going to try work on a swing trigger and snapping that left leg. That's the only focus today. I'm not going to focus on backswing, not going to focus on release, none of that stuff. Just today, turning into the right hip and finding that move to initiate the downswing and snap that left leg. That's all today. Swing, athletic motion golf swing channel. Looking at this video where they showed a professional and an amateur. They showed an amateur who came in who was swaying, and they showed these two lines. There's, like Eric talks about, stacking your upper and lower, and my lines get off. And he can show it in a video where my line changes from top line, bottom line, stacked on top. Then when I was swaying, this one would go over, that one would go there. So it's out of line. And this thing in athletic motion golf swing, the pro stays stacked on top of each other there, straight line through the middle of the crotch here and through the spine, or whatever it is, but that stays on top. And then they get down here and it's still the same, and then from there you see the upper body still staying here and the lower body moving a bit forward. Now that's something that resonated with me, the visual. I'm going to try to keep that visual in my mind to see if I can stay, covering the ball longer instead of this being going forward. Let's try that going forward and this staying behind. to be willing to deal with some really crap shots, some really bad scores. But the long-term goal is to get better and to enjoy it more and the process of improving. Now, I'm not doing this to be a professional, to be great at golf. I'm doing this so that I do what I was meant to have done when I was in my teens. Okay? Never had the money to come and have lessons and hit golf balls all day, to work on mechanics. Professionals were expensive. They still are expensive. Never had the money back then to invest in it. I never knew I was doing anything wrong. And if I could give one piece of advice to people, if you're starting out, or you've even been playing a while, and you're inconsistent, and you're not sure, I can guarantee 80% of us, shaft is in line with your left arm. Majority of us are extending between here and here. Either there or here. And then getting that impact position like that. Or like that. That's how a lot of people lose distance. They're extending here. 85% of us do that, guaranteed. Next thing 85% of us do, for sure, is that we work office jobs, or we never understood the concept in the beginning, is impact position. We are there, or we're there, we're not rotating enough, and then we get to the ball and we're there. Instead of there. And I bet you 80% of golfers, amateur golfers, do those two things incorrectly. And if we all went to a pro to go learn how to do that properly, world handicap down from average of 15, 16, 17 down to an average of 9 or 10. I guarantee it. Now I'm moving on past understanding it to now implementing even more. I understand it, but my body is 20 years in the making of not doing it. This training is made extra tough because I have a turd on board that wants to come out, but it wanted to come out about an hour ago. It's retreated back up, so we have to wait for it to be ready to come out again. I've had a cup of coffee that normally stimulates it, but at the moment it's just, it's here. It's not. So I'm going to wait for that thing to mature. Okay, come on. Get to the back. Feel that's good. I feel that's good. Then when I come down, seems like if I get to the top, I can't stay behind the ball. See, it's like I'm topping over, right? See, so if I do that, it's like my body thinks that's how you open the hips. But what if I get to the top and let's say I want to stay stacked on top of each other, right? That's the thing. Because here, okay, I'm getting this one over there and this one's down there. But if I want to stay stacked on top of each other, it feels like there, to stay on top of each other, I have to almost push my butt back, not slide over, because if I slide over, it's not like the hips are staying like that. They're staying in that line. If I get there and I push my bum back, it feels like I can stay on top of it, like that, on top of that, there, and then fire. So it's like I almost have to stay a little bit, instead of there, I have to, you see what I mean? Get to there and then fire. Maybe that's how we do it. Let me try that. Little swing trigger. That has to be it. That has to be the swing. That has to be the swing. That is monumental. And what a strike. Okay, in my mind, I just looked at that last swing, which was a monumental shot. I believe that was fantastic. Now, the thing I see is that it looks to me like at impact that left leg is it's not there, but it's not there either. So it's like in between, and then it's getting there. So I'm going to try get it a little sooner, and then let's see what Eric says about them. Which one is better? I mean, so far I like that shot. That may be one of the best shots I've hit the last 4 days. Just penetrating lower, longer, and just feels right at the center of the club face. So let's see. See, there's another good one. See, now that is glorious. You also notice in my swing, I seem to like pivot on this leg. Now I'm trying to do that. So it's a totally different idea. This thing I do pre-shot where I'm trying to release the up body. I took what the pro in Port Elizabeth told me like 2 years ago, and I seem to have perverted it into more of a rock instead of just a rotation. And that has caused this movement in front of the ball, you know, to be more pronounced. And I think I need to try work that out of my system. Okay, well, I'm not really satisfied with my ability to actually open up, okay? So if I have to take the swing back to there, it really burns here. Like it really burns here. So I'm taking it back and it's burning here. There's not much flexibility and strength here now because the last few weeks I lost what I had earned in the gym, and I found the glute, the hips, hip joint, and this little glute, minor glute or whatever it is, the little one up here. Working out those muscles and stretching them really helped, but I've lost it, so I need to get back into that. So then on the way back it's burning there and in the hammy, so I've got to get those hammies also done. On the way down, you know, at impact, if I want to be there, now we're talking about there, this muscle up here, which is all part of the hip complex, the butt, and this little glute up here. That whole area is burning. So it must mean that I have restrictive movement there. So I need to loosen that up. I think having some freedom in the hips, because it's from sitting, you know, we sit all day, we work, and we lose all our mobility. Got to get that back again, and I think the golf swing will be easier. But that's a pretty damn good shot right there. But I don't think I'd snap that leg back in time. But that's a damn good shot. I'm sure I did it on that one. That is exactly on target. Exactly on target. I'm sure I did it there. Let's have a look.
Are you ready, Matty? Watch this. Oh, look at this, mate. That's awesome. Oh, mate, how much better is this? Bye, chicken wing. Still flipping the shit out of it, but we'll get to that. Mate, awesome. Good stuff.
Beyond that, I think I've circumvented the system here, okay? I found a little hack. Now I'm having trouble in my mind of staying behind the ball. I keep coming around there, you know, in my view. So I thought, okay, let me try something while I wasn't recording. This is my 5th tray of balls. If I put the ball near this thing, okay, if my eyes stay there, how can they move away? That's behind the ball, right? So if I look at that thing and hit a ball, just without looking at the ball, looking at that black tee, perhaps I'm going to stay behind the ball. And on top of that, remove one more thing I have to think about. So if I'm looking at that thing, I'm not thinking about keeping my head back. I'm only thinking about turning and popping. Turning, popping. See, to me that's Purina. That's Purina right there. And bear in mind, I've hit about 220 balls already, so a bit tired. Okay, let's try it again. Looking at the black tee, turns becoming automatic. Pop, pop, pop. That's not easy for me. That's not easy for me. Got to be conscious of that. Looking here. Could it be? Could be. Now let's try third eye. Third eye. Remember that band Third Eye Blind for all of you in your mid-30s, late maybe early 40s. Third eye blind on the black tee. 50% of the vision here, 50% attention there. Okay? Now that's the Purina. That's the money. That's the money. How did that look? I don't know, but that's my last shot of the day.